There it goes. Okay. This is two guys trying to podcast.
And stuff.
This is episode 10.
Is it 10?
This is 10.
10.
At least I typed in 9 last time. And so...
Oh, true that.
So...
It was. 9 almost feels non-existent to me. I haven't even listened to it yet.
You haven't listened to 9? I listened to part of it. It did seem like the sound quality was better, though.
Was it?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I need to listen to it.
Like, I'm hoping it's getting louder for you guys because I've had a couple of my buddies telling me it's pretty quiet, and I'm trying to figure out why. I'm hoping this one's different, too. So,
yeah.
I think it will be.
Was the other one quiet still?
No, like on every speaker and every way I listen to it, I'll just able to have it.
That's what's up.
Like, and I feel like I'm hard of hearing. So.
Joe big ass ears.
Yeah. They've caught a lot of sound waves and damaged the eardrum. That's actually probably what happened.
You think so?
No, because the last time I had a hearing test, during PHA, I had more zeros than anything on the fucking hearing test.
And then why you say you're hard of hearing?
Because, dude, there's times I just feel like I don't hear shit.
Well, apparently you do.
I just don't register it.
Yeah.
So it's Tuesday, and we usually record on Monday, but we went and did another breathing exercise.
Yeah.
That was... I feel like it was better for me this time around.
You think so?
Yeah.
It was more difficult for me this time. It was weird. Not sure how much I want to talk about it.
That's cool.
Yeah. But, yeah, it was definitely
another experience.
Yeah.
There was less people this time. And
yeah. It was cool, though, too.
Yeah.
2 of the same people, 1 new person. Well, 4 of the same people. Green Bean, Shayla,
Morgan and Gina. And Jeannie?
Yeah, Jeannie.
I meant to tell them about the podcast, but again, I don't ever feel like plugging my shit yet, you know?
I plugged it on Facebook.
Have you?
Yeah. I said we'd be casting just one time, though. And fuck it.
I've told a lot of people at drill, not too many people at work.
Right.
Just...
Do you even hang out with your people at work, though?
Nope.
Then why would you?
Hell, dude, now that I got a tower gig, I hardly see anybody.
That's probably amazing, huh?
It's nice.
Hopefully your interview goes well.
I'm really... Dude, I am ecstatic about this.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Sure, you got a book about bridges.
I didn't even look. I should have.
Fucked up, bro.
You
even talked about yesterday you wanted to...
I'll internet it, though.
Internet it?
I'll internet it. Is that how you do that? Just internet it?
Yeah, I can internet right now. Actually, I want to find a book on anatomy and, like, muscles and stuff. Actually.
Dude, go to that fucking place we was just at, Courtney and I. I was all in it's there.
Right.
I was looking at it. It's there.
Where? I don't know where it's at.
What was that place? Books, half off books or some shit.
No, you don't have to look it up right now. I guess you could. We could plug it.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, it was half off books. I can't remember exactly where it was.
Part of the city?
Bookstore. No. That wasn't it. Recent. There we go. It's this right here. No, it wasn't any of them.
Holy crap. How many places did you go?
Just the one, but we looked at a bunch of... We're just trying to see if we can find something closer around where you live instead of in St. Louis, so that way whenever...
Right, it came time.
Yeah, and then it fucking exited out of where we went to. I'll let you see if you figure it. You're better at these technological things than I am.
You just go to your maps.
I did. We used maps to get here, though, into a gas station, from there to a gas station, and then to here.
How many gas stations did you go to?
Just one. She was more worried about getting gas than anything. I was like, fuck it, let's just find a gas station and then go. If you're worried, like...
Right, because It's cheaper over there.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
$11 gave us like 3/4 of a tank.
Nice.
And was that an eighth? So.
That's up. $11. Nice in between number.
That's all the singles I had in my wallet.
But yeah, I don't know. I just been like, just like doing my stretch and shit. Like I've been making my fucking back and shit better, and like I don't know. I just want to check it all out.
They actually even had a whole section for back pain.
No, I don't want to. I'm not worried about it. I just want to learn just the muscles and shit.
There was the National Geographic had 2 books of the human body.
Nice.
It was a user's guide to the human body. I was like, that's kind of cool.
I also want to. I plan on interneting the fucking. I just want to understand scientifically what's going on. Like
Half Price Books, U City.
U City.
630 North McKnight Road,
Sweet.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Nice.
Yeah, you got those 4 books for $30.
Hell yeah.
Not even.
That's what's up.
They played decent music, dude. A wide genre, dude. Like, they were playing some fucking shit from the 80s. Some Elton John. Fucking, then I heard Milky Chance and Tycho also.
Nice. That's what's up. Yeah, but no, I want to look up and learn what is going on, like I guess from a scientific standpoint with the breathing
All right.
stuff. Yeah.
Courtney almost did that. She found a book on that too, didn't you?
No, I was searching. They didn't have anything on it. It was more of yeah, I can't think of the word.
Yeah. Yeah, because there has to be a reason for some of that shit, and I'm trying to figure out. I just want to have a better understanding of it.
So oxygen gets you high. See?
Yeah, but I don't do. Why does it make your fucking body so tingly? And why does it make your hands fucking clench up? Does your mouth feel weird too?
Nah, my mouth wasn't feeling weird, but it was like.
Why do you get cold sweats?
Well, when I was Googling it after the first time we did it, it was said that breathing like that was looked down upon because of hyperventilating and things like that. But the further they looked into it, they found some better outcomes of it. But I think really it's probably closely related to the effects that hyperventilating has on you.
Yeah, I don't know what the effects hyperventilating have on you though.
Would it be like your blood cells are just enlarging so much because you're giving them so much more oxygen, they're inflating? Like, I'm feeling like that could be a possibility.
I know, I'm not
having
gonna
some crazy
speculate on something I have no idea about, because I don't know how cells work. I don't know how. I mean, like as far as being enriched with oxygen goes, and I don't know. It's got there. I don't know what chemicals it may make your body release, or fucking I don't know. It's gotta be all sorts of different shit. I don't know. I have no idea. But there is it's like a weird tingly feeling. Dude, I didn't even realize like at like one point I couldn't even feel like that blanket that I had on me.
Yeah.
I couldn't even feel it. Couldn't even tell that there was like anything touching me. Like, and then like as far as like physically goes too, like I took my headband off and fucking looked at my hands because I had to see what they looked like, and I could barely open my eyes. Like my ability to open my eyes was almost non-existent. Like I could only barely open my eyes. Like even though like no matter how hard I tried, all I could do was like this, and I could see my hands. My hands felt like they were like this, but they were stuck like this, and I couldn't feel my skin touching skin, but it felt like my bones were touching each other. It was weird.
I felt like my core was caving in around my spinal cord at points.
That's crazy. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it felt like my abdominal muscles were just like hugging my spinal cord, like wrapped around it that way. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it goes into some weird realm, dude, of like I don't know, dissolving what physical normally fucking feels like, because I mean, besides the fact that I feel tingly, I don't even really have a body. I'm just like a tingle. Like I said, like I couldn't feel that blanket on me. Like I couldn't even really feel my clothes on me. I literally thought like I wanted to find this blanket and cover it up, but like I couldn't because I didn't know, you know, like I didn't know where really it was or how it even would have gotten off of me because I was just laying there, you know, and like. And then once I all came back from it, you know, I was like, oh, I am still covered up with this blanket. Yeah.
When it was over and everybody was like trying to coming back to it, I thought you just like fell asleep.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. He's out.
You were laying there with a smile on your face, though.
Yeah.
You were smiling.
Yeah, dude. It was just like up until like those points though, like it was just really weird and difficult. But dude, I was in what I call the other, dude, like this in between like sleep and awake fucking like realm, like where I can recognize that I'm in a place, but I can't bring any. I haven't like brought any of it back with me, like. And like when I'm up, like when I come back from it, like I just know that I was somewhere, but I don't know what was there or where it was. I just know that I wasn't asleep and I wasn't awake.
For a while there, I was like, I feel like I was in a whole different realm where like, you know, those like those really awesome photos people do with the spray paint that do it real quick, the street performers, you know, and it's like
Flip it upside down.
Do what?
Oh. Have you ever seen that though, where like the dude paints the painting and then like it doesn't look like anything and he grabs it and flips it upside down and it's a face?
No, like, I'm talking about like these people, like it's just they'll like throw a lid or something on on a piece of paper and they take all these different spray paints and they just like throw it on there real quick and they do some other shit and then like it'll look like a whole different universe or like a landscape view, a panoramic view of like some realm that doesn't exist.
Huh.
You ain't never seen those?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
You've never seen the dude paint a picture upside down and then flip it over either, so.
But yeah, it felt like I was in one of them for a minute. There was like pyramids everywhere and like fucking the moon was like eclipsed and the wind was blowing and like everything was like had this weird like dust coming off it that had like all the color spectrum coming out of it too, and it was fucking nuts. It was this huge fucking, it was foggy everywhere from like covering the ground where I couldn't even see the ground. There was a bridge off in the distance I couldn't even see where it started or ended, but I could see the center of it. And fucking there was these entities I was staring at and they were looking at me and they were all sitting on top of the pyramids.
That's
and
crazy.
they were just looking at me and I'm looking at them and I was smiling all like, what's up? You know? Everything's perfectly awesome right now.
Hell yeah.
And that was that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Some good old breathing. Yeah.
I want to go back to that realm.
Might be able to. I have a thing I'm gonna donate. Actually, you'll know what it is. Real quick. I'm gonna donate this to the trinket box next time we go.
Nice. That's belongs there.
Doesn't it? What I'm holding is a dice, but not a regular dice.
It's a
probably
die.
like a die. Yeah, there you go. It's, I don't know, probably in 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch. And there's a tree, a rook, or like a castle tower, an eye, a driver's license or a credit card maybe. And we got a pyramid and a rainbow. And that's it. Yeah. It does belong there. For sure. Yeah. I don't know where the fuck it came from either. Just in my truck one day.
Child's game.
Yeah, or something.
It is cool though. You grab it, you just roll it, and then there you go.
Tree. The entire roll to see who goes first in Dragon Ball.
How'd that work?
It didn't.
It didn't.
Yeah, we don't know what beats what.
So how you liking playing Dragon Ball?
I like it. I want to play again. I only played twice, but it's fun.
That's cool.
We got a tournament in Chicago. When? Sometime in March. I may go. It's the reason I got the deck, because Tyler was going to go, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll get a deck. I'll help you practice. And then I'm like, I might go.
You can do this.
Yeah. It's fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Went to Guitar Center today, or not Guitar Center.
Oh man, are we? I didn't know, like, okay. Yeah, we're just going wherever. I didn't know, like, you were talking about the breathing thing, or...
Oh, I feel like we covered it enough the first time, you know? It's like I just went and did it again, and like I feel like I went further this time for sure.
Right.
You know? Freaking, my body was convulsing a lot more. Like, it felt like my body was just moving with the rhythm of Green Bean and the way he was playing his music. I noticed that.
Yeah.
Like, I was points, my legs were just like doing whatever they wanted to do. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, whatever. Like, I had no control over that. Like, I was just focusing on breathing. There was times though, like I was just letting my mind go, and I was breathing, you know, the way, and like naturally, I noticed I would just like cut off for a minute and just like enjoy the current point that I was at, you know, and just like let that soak in,
Right.
and you know, like, and then I'd go back at it. You know, I felt like I was just kind of going a little bit further and further
Right.
each time.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Alright, well fucking, how about Guitar Center?
I mean, it wasn't actually Guitar Center. It was the Science Center at the guitar exhibit. Yeah, and that you need to go.
Yeah.
It was good times. Courtney and I are gonna go again for sure. Why is the Science Center closed at 4:30? Don't you feel like that's early?
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like 7:30, maybe 8. Like,
Right. Yeah, it is weird. It closes. It's so fucking earth.
like,
Cause I mean, school doesn't get out till 3.
Exactly.
But maybe that's why they do it. Is just for. I mean, I'm sure the weekends are different.
probably.
Look it up. I can look it up.
I was a little disappointed in that. Like, really? It's only like 4:30. Like,
Time did you guys get down here?
oh,
Two-ish.
was it 2?
Damn, you guys got a late start.
Yeah, it tends to happen sometimes.
Nope. Saturday, Sunday, 4:30. Dude.
What?
That's crazy, dude. 4:30, solid. 9:30 to 4:30. The only difference is on Sunday it's 11 to 4:30.
Because a lot of people that, you know, are science, you know, like oriented, you know, are going to church.
Yeah, you gotta go to church.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I never knew that. I really only been to the Science Center a couple times.
They had we didn't even get to the guitar part because like they had a whole other Mars exhibit.
Unless you didn't even go to the guitar
We
part?
did.
Oh.
We did,
You
but
just
like,
said you didn't even get there.
like we didn't get the right. Like we didn't
Oh.
go straight to it. It was like
Oh.
we walked in. It was like, well, let's just wander around and see if we can find where it's at, and you know, see what else is around here. And fucking, they have a new Mars exhibit. They have a video game exhibit that is like awesome as fuck.
I feel like I saw the video game exhibit.
It's cool.
When was the last time I was there? Where was it? Oh wait, no. I'm thinking of the Museum of Industry and Technology in Chicago.
Never been.
Yep, it's a cool spot.
What
Yeah.
compelled you to go there?
I went there with my dad, Emily, my brothers, my kids last year.
So what's up?
Yeah, I recommend going. They have a full U-boat in there, and they have a Boeing 757 in there. Yeah, they got all sorts of shit, dude. It's pretty cool. You can go inside the U-boat and take like a tour of it and shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I mean, they've got everything. They have a coal mine shaft in there that you can actually take a ride and go down into like a mock coal mine. But you actually go down the actual shaft of a coal mine that they brought there. Yeah. Like parts of one or some shit like that.
That's cool.
It's huge.
They
The
went
place
all
is
out.
fucking huge.
Sounds like it. They got
But
fucking.
it costs money.
Say they got a U-boat and a Boeing 7, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and they actually
Like a
like
plane?
dumped the front yard up and like built this concrete place in there, and then they brought it in. They brought it on a boat. I don't think they probably didn't fucking drive it, but on like a boat. But then they or maybe I'm thinking of and like right off the lake, and then they like lowered it in through the roof, and then just built whatever on top of it and put grass and shit back over it.
That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
it's there for. It's gonna cost some money to take that. You know.
Oh yeah.
It's there.
Yeah, there's all sorts of cool shit. They got a whole farm like exhibit, like farm technology, like got fucking tractor in there, fucking all sorts of shit. Lots of cool stuff. There's lots of cool shit in Chicago. The Shed Aquarium's pretty cool. They got the planetarium there. I don't think we went to the planetarium though. We haven't been there.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, Chicago's definitely a summertime place though.
Yeah.
Sucks there in the winter.
Anytime around the winter.
We weren't there in the winter. It's fucking cold as shit.
Every time I've been to Chicago with you, it's been in the winter.
What other time have you gone with me up there?
We went up there for
yeah.
Ethan's birthday.
Yeah, I went to the camp.
And then Spangle.
Yeah.
After I got done with WLC, like I flew in from North Carolina, you picked me up, and we drove to Chicago.
Is that how that went?
That's exactly. Like, you picked me up from the airport. We went home. I packed a bag, and we loaded up the truck and took off.
Nice. The white truck, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet.
You just got it too. I had never seen it yet.
Oh yeah.
You showed me the truck at the airport. I remember.
Oh yeah. Okay. Remember that now. I was like, yeah, check it out. Cause I had the remote start, and I remote started it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that's whenever I had I already did all the testing to work at Graham.
Yeah.
But I had I was supposed to go in, I gotten hired from there actually.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go there in a week or two or whatever to
Yeah.
go get all that shit started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good weekend. Good schmoggling.
I about took out a Prius.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I only know because you told me. Whenever I was walking, like I was blackout
I don't
drunk.
think I maybe said a Prius, but you almost walked into 5 lanes of freaking traffic because the road went this way, and then there was another road going this way, and a light over there turned green, and you thought it was okay to walk, and there was a cop over at one of the intersections this way, and there was cars coming, and I grabbed you by your fucking hoodie and yanked you back. I don't know about a Prius or not, but I remember that. Yeah.
I remember somebody telling me that I about got hit by a Prius, and I said, well, "Good thing I didn't hit it because I didn't want to hurt it." That was a good time still.
Yeah, it definitely was. I don't even think we did anything else, did we? Yeah, we walked around Chicago.
Yeah.
We went to Dunkin' Donuts. We met the fucking, still talk to him every now and then. What the fuck is his name? Can't think of his name right now. I forgot it. Yeah, we met the dude at Dunkin' Donuts, and he was into Reiki, like healing with stones and crystals and shit like that.
Yeah.
How the fuck can't I think of his name?
Oh no! You better.
But then we were gonna go into the whatchamacallit, Sears Tower,
which
but
isn't
it
the
was
Sears Tower anymore.
Yeah, the Willis Tower. But dude, that was a huge wait. It was like
It was a huge weight, and it was like
$30 or like $20 something, and we're like, we're good.
got other things to do.
It was a fucking huge weight. There was like tons of kids and different people there. It was like not a good time to go there.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet it's probably always like that though.
Maybe. Did we do anything else?
Wandered St. Louis or wandered
Did we
Chicago.
go to the lake?
Yeah. We did go to the lake and we hung out. We skateboarded along the edge of it for a little bit. I got pictures of you.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's
We
right.
took a drive on LSD.
Yeah. Lakeshore Drive.
Yep.
That's showed Tyler that song earlier. Lakeshore Drive.
Grateful Dead?
No.
Wasn't it? It's not the Grateful Dead. I thought it was.
You thought wrong.
Well, I've been wrong before.
What year did you try to go to the Willis Tower?
So like 2014 or 15.
It was 15 because my higher end date at Graham was 4/20 of 2015.
There you go. So it was
2015. And that would have been
like February or January.
something like that, yeah. No, it was March.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because I remember...
And Becca was here.
Yeah.
And I didn't get her until end of January. So I did in February.
I remember whenever I left from North Carolina to go to WLC, there was still snow on the ground here. And whenever I got to North Carolina, there was fucking palm trees. And then whenever I came back, it was beautiful again here. But then we go to Chicago and it was cold.
Yes. It's Aliota Hayes, Jeremiah. Lakeshore Drive. That was a good ass song though. My grandma showed it to me back in the day. It's secret about LSD.
Thanks, Grandma.
Thanks, Crams. No, so how's everything else been going with you?
Terrific. I'm fucking ecstatic about this job interview. I meant to call my buddy at IDOT today and see if I can fucking talk with some of his guys that work for the bridge crew, but spaced on that. I'll do it tomorrow while we're driving to Missouri.
Where are you driving to in Missouri?
We're gonna hit some of these state parks that this book you guys.
Which ones you got?
I have a few saved wherever.
Let's hear them.
Okay. We did the Little Grand Canyon last year, but I don't think we did all of it. I think we just did a trail. We didn't do any of the climbing that it's talking about, so that might be kind of cool.
Like rock climbing?
It says...
we need rope and harness.
it says there's steep climbs and slippery rocks.
Nice.
So, hopefully climbing. And then Whispering Pines Trail North Lodge.
Are those at Shawnee? Or is that
I know the
Little Grand Canyon?
The Little Grand Canyon's close to it. It's like less than an hour away. But the Whispering Pines, I'm not certain. It doesn't say the location in the book.
Word. That's weird.
That is crazy.
It's a good book. I haven't looked at it much.
But I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 books. 2 of them.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow. You should check that. Do you have rain gear? People still hike if it rains. That's pretty much like I'm always like, okay, when can I go do outdoor shit? Like, when can I go camping or whatever? And it was like, alright, every weekend that I would have available isn't always going to be a nice fucking weekend. So it's like, alright, I'm just going to get the shit so that whatever the fucking weather will be that weekend, I will be able to,
I'm going to be prepared.
yeah, suffice. You know, I'll be able to still enjoy it and do whatever I want to do. As long as it's not too fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's not easy camping through a tornado.
Yeah. Or if it's just like straight downpouring. You know, like if it was just like rainy or like raining off and on, then
Yeah, that's doable.
yeah. But not just straight.
It's fucking monsoon outside.
Downpour. I want to do another winter camping trip. I need to test some gear and do some like fucking test runs with some shit. I think I'm gonna do that at Uncle
Uncle
Todd's
Todd's.
in a couple weekends actually. And I'm gonna finish clearing out some brush out there. Fucking, I went out there last Saturday and cleared out a bunch of shit. Fucking chopping trees down with the axe. Fucking, I'll just stand in front of it and I'll just right hand swing, left hand swing, just like trade sides. Just trying to like, I've been trying to get my left side to be just as good as my right side.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Should just go out there with a sledgehammer and smash them out.
Yeah. So, it was enjoyable.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
Papa likes to run around out there. But yeah, I think I'm gonna fucking just practice some bushcraft shit out there.
Clear them trails. I might just start running through there. I'm gonna try getting.
No, I'm not doing a trail. I'm clearing, like when you first drive down his driveway, he wants to clear a bunch of that shit so you can see down into the creek area down there. So I fucking, dude, he's got this weed eater that's got like a saw blade attachment for it, and you put this saw blade on there, and I mean you can chop fucking trees down that big with it. It's like 2 inches, you know, fucking. Just, but this thing you have to wear a harness. Like, the handles.
Strap myself to
the
this
handles
thing.
are like this. Like the trigger's not here. It's like up on this one here, so you can't hold it like, and you can't hold it like this because there's too much back here. Fucking like, so you got this thing that goes over you, and you clip it down here and like clip it over here, and it's like it's harness to you.
Just hold on for dear life. It sounds like.
It's pretty fucking sweet, dude.
I found a peanut. I was gonna see if your cat would eat it.
Pray. She's a cool kitty.
Duke almost ate broccoli last night. What was funny though is, after he like left it on the floor, I went back and picked it up, and he watched me pick it up, and he was immediately intrigued by it again. And it's like, it was literally just in your, like, you had it in your mouth. Like,
and you spit it out. Speaking of dogs, I'm gonna let my dog in real quick.
oh yeah. How's your day been, Tyler?
Been pretty good. I've been painting a whole bunch of stuff.
What you painting?
The Cytronics room.
Oh.
Put new floorings in.
It's bright as shit.
Yeah, you walk in the ink room now, it's just like it burns your eyes because it's so white.
Good place to do
That floor is
surgery.
white as yes. Yes.
No doubt.
Probably switch some of those 100-watt bulbs out and put some 40 watts in there.
I'll spill some ink on the floor.
Right?
Yeah, it's gonna get wrecked as fuck.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. The other floor was right. You couldn't see it though. It was gray. Dark gray.
But that floor sucked. Hopefully this floor's better.
Yeah, that floor, I know what you're talking about. Fucking, it's coming up at the edges, wasn't it?
No, it just got holes in it, and it had wrinkles and wouldn't lay flat and shit. It was all jacked up.
Shit, flooring. Now white flooring. Why did you guys go? Why did Uncle Jeff choose
It was
white?
cheap. It was cheap. Yeah, it was like half the price of the last shit. So
Is that the only color it came in, I guess?
apparently, fuck it. I don't give a shit. He don't give a shit. It's gonna get dirty. He was making me clean it when we got it last time. Like, especially like if somebody would come for training and shit, I had to clean the floor. I had to wipe the whole fucking floor down.
Yep, I remember doing that in high school. Mm-hmm. Okay.
She's super cool. Every morning when I wake up, she's like chilling with me. And she's like pet her and she'll like walk around and rub herself on my hand and shit. She just chills. She sleeps between my legs a lot. But I always like send her flying because I just wake up in the middle of the night and feel it on my legs and I try to roll and I can't or move and because she's there, so I'm just like kick my legs, go somewhere else. Not my legs. I move.
We moved Duke like 3 times. He acts like he's entitled. It's like, it's our fucking couch, dude. You're moving. You're moving, bud. I want to be there now.
On the couch. You guys gonna camp? Or you guys just gonna go hiking?
I'm just probably just gonna go hiking.
Sweet.
Didn't really prepare too much. There's a lot of other shit going on. Just enjoy the day. Could, but I don't have anything together or any of our shit
Yeah.
set up.
And it might be raining.
Yeah.
Probably make it miserable. But it's supposed to be like 50s.
What's happening?
Hey, I'm trying to fuck with this toy.
You. His eyes get so dilated when he has his ball.
Yeah. I feel like this podcast is like blah too, kind of like the last. I don't feel like very blah, but I don't know. I don't know.
There's just been a lot going on for me today too. Like,
Yeah. I think there's been a lot going on here lately.
yeah. Like, and usually, like on Mondays and our Sundays, most times too. Like, I'll start like getting myself in the mindset for it.
Right.
You know.
I like Mondays because I get off work earlier for it.
Like,
And so like it all kicks off a little earlier, I feel like.
for whatever reason, Courtney and I were like up till about 4 or 5, just watching movies. Just for whatever reason, couldn't sleep, and that's why I pretty much didn't do anything, not that much today, because we just
slept in.
yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
had the day off. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was awesome. It was great, you know.
yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
that's what you need.
Yeah. And since then, it's just been like doing the day off, having the day off, like fucking.
Do you find on the path of self-improvement that you feel like you may restrict your life too much?
Sometimes.
I feel that too. I feel like what's the good balance, dude? Because it's like, obviously I want to be better, but I also want to be able to enjoy it. I feel like I get too caught up on the results, or like the end result of it, and then not the process of it. And I feel like that's why I get out of, like, I feel like it's easy to like fall off of certain processes or like things that I'm trying to achieve, because I'm more focused on the result, and when like I'm not getting the result as quick or as I wanted, it makes it more, I don't know, it's like, because that's my expectation of it. It's not that I'm setting, and it's not I'm not setting the expectation of just enjoying and learning the process of gaining the result, Take that away. Here, give it here.
Yeah, see, everything I've been doing, like, I don't know. I feel like I haven't been restricting myself too much, like, by choice. A lot of times it's kind of like the situation, like, I work out in the tower because sometimes it's hard for me to work out in the tower just because I can't, like, focus as much as I want to do. It's just weird. Like, I'll do an exercise, and like, so I found out by writing down what I'm gonna be doing, my steps of how many sets and whatnot,
Right.
for how long, or
Right.
how many reps.
You need that structure.
Yeah, because if I do one exercise and I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next.
You'll sit there and fiddle fart around trying to fucking figure the next thing out.
Yeah, and then I get stuck fucking daydreaming. And next thing I know, like 20 minutes is going by, and it's like,
Dude, I'm gonna fucking plug this chick on this thing anyways. But dude, I found this chick on Instagram. She is her and her husband just bought a gym and have their own gym, but she posts the best fucking workout content. And dude, I really literally just go to her page and I figure out like a workout that I can do in here, and like most of the exercises that she does are ones that I can do in here, and if not, I can modify it to do it in here. I'll find one that can't be modified that I can do with whatever I got. But dude, yeah, her name is Hannah Hudson, and she's Hannah_B_Strength206 on Instagram. But yeah, dude. So I've just been like picking one, just doing like the workouts and more, than adding some other shit. Like I did one of her kettlebell complexes this morning. Got the sweat rolling and shit, and then I did a bunch of like, I've been working on that one-legged squat, the pistol. So I did like a bunch of different variations of that and used my bucket there and used some weights, and then I did then I just do a core, some sort of like V-up, and I actually did some different variations of that and like figured some different shit out. But yeah, the structure, like when I'm out here just trying to figure out what I want to do, it doesn't work as well. And which is also better that I like it that it's just on her page, because I have like multiple people that I follow that I pick exercises and shit from, or different movements and stuff that I want to do. But then that sometimes gets even more difficult, because it's like, okay, like which one do I go through all, because I'm looking at different people's fucking pages, and some, and like when you're looking at their pages for shit, like there's also other shit that they post too besides just workouts. But hers is pretty much just that, and fucking, and it just makes it easier because it's all like right there in one fucking location. So yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I can dig it. I was trying to find like a workout book also today while I was at that bookstore. I couldn't find anything that like I was content with to bring into work and try to.
Right. I just kind of like doing some, like kettlebell movements, and then like that kettlebell book seems like it's probably pretty decent. Check it out. I would like to see if there's like fucking classes or something like to take to learn about kettlebells and kind of get like kettlebell training per se.
I'm sure there is. My biggest thing is in the tower is just I probably got about 3.5 feet. Right. It's just narrow, dude.
Yeah,
like,
well then change where you work out.
I still work out at home too.
Okay.
Like, I'm just saying, like I'm trying to kill some time, fucking use this time productively, you know.
Right.
Besides just staring out a fucking window and dreaming about having a different job.
Right.
Or what am I going to do when I get out of here? Or what I should have done before I got here. But that's that. I did get. I'm gonna just talk about the books I got. Spent. How long was we at that bookstore for?
It was only an hour, but it
Was
felt like
it?
it was 3 or 4.
Yeah, I thought we spent some time there. Like, shit. I got mind mapping. This one actually Courtney found and suggested it to me, and I read. The first 20 pages were just about the book, and then like I skipped like what the first chapter actually is, and it seemed really intriguing. And it's supposed to like help explain your mind and like help you like brain hacks with remembering shit and fucking concentrating easier actually. So it's like, alright, that seems really fucking intriguing. If I could concentrate on reading it, maybe it'll help me.
Okay. That'd be cool.
And then some of those books I was looking at for like things like that, I was trying to like make sure like see how old they were, because like those shit I picked up about like ADD from like 94, and I'm like
You've probably learned a lot since then.
yeah, I'm like that's a good time gap.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's hard though too. But some of it still stands for like some shit. Some people are way before their time on stuff, you know.
And this one, the information diet, I picked it up, and I decided I was gonna get this one in a matter of like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Just cause like read the cover.
Nice. That's cool.
Like, they should just break books down like that a little bit more.
Right?
It seemed, and it was only like all of these books, you know, like all of them were under $10. Then I got a kettlebell workout and another fucking brain book, Brain Bugs. How the brain's flaws shape our lives. This was wrote in 2011. I feel like that's not too bad.
This does seem pretty cool.
Yeah.
Gotta check this place out. Oh yeah, it's got half price books on the fucking sticker on the book.
There we go. Look at that.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna do that when I go look for a pair of shorts.
Fucking, they had like I'm sure, dude. I found like legit college freaking textbooks. Like
Yeah.
there was one, it was literally fucking like that fucking thick,
Right, that's crazy.
and it wouldn't even fit
Probably
in the shelf
$10,000.
upright. It had to go in there on its side.
That's crazy.
Actually, no, I can't remember what the price of that one
I
was.
wonder if they have a website.
I'm not sure. I found a couple college level books and they were about $20. Anything that was over like 50 was in like a locked bookcase.
Oh,
I
no
think,
shit.
though.
Yeah, but most everything I was looking at, I think I only picked up one book that said it was like $9.99.
Half price books.
Yeah.
Yep. Right here they have a fucking thing. I wonder if I can just look on the internet. Maybe I can just order off the internet. I don't even have to go to the store.
What's up?
Oh yeah, it is. That makes it a lot easier actually. Well, how fucking... There we go. That's where I'm at now. I'm gonna save that.
There you go.
Open a new tab. But...
Diet information.
Did you get another one?
No, that's it. I only
Just
got
two?
Like, two what?
Books or three?
I got 4.
Oh, four.
Yeah, I
I
said
didn't hear you
that.
say the other two.
Yeah, I got the other fucking brain bugs one. How the brain's flaws shape our lives. And I got that kettlebell one.
Oh, yeah.
The
Let me see
diet
that one real
information.
quick.
The kettlebell one?
Yeah.
For men.
I thought it was. I was seeing if it was the same guy that did the fucking Simple and Sinister workouts. The Russian guy.
But it's been a great day. Courtney says she's gonna take me to IHOP tomorrow.
Hell yeah, IHOP's the shit. I like IHOP. It's pretty good.
International House of Pancakes.
Pancakes for my
Yeah,
pancakes.
it's got some cool.
Yay! I think by actually having some books that I'm intrigued to read at work again will help me stay motivated to work out and write more. Because I noticed whenever I was reading both Own the Day, Own Your Life and Atomic Habits, fucking like my goal was like towards the end of the day at least, you know, just kind of chill out and read.
Mm-hmm.
But I always wanted to like, you know, work out during that, but journal at least also, and or meditate and journal, and then, you know, work out and read. And it's like I want to read these books, so I got to get these things that are also good for me out of the way, because my end goal is to try to at least finish a chapter out.
Sorry, I was just looking at that.
You're cool.
I still have not been reading.
And how does that make you feel?
I don't know. I've just been working out instead in the morning.
It's good too.
Yeah, cause like I always like want to stop working out, but to like do something else in the morning. But I'll just kind of keep working out until I absolutely have to go take a shower. I just like to work out in the morning, to be honest, anymore.
I like trying to I like doing, when I get home, just doing about a half hour, 40 minutes, somewhere around there, sometimes less, you know.
Usually about, I get up by 6, probably start working out by about 6:20 or so, and I'll work kind of till about 7:20, 7:30.
I got up at 5. What day was that? I had to go take care of mom and dad's dog. Saturday morning I got up at 5, and I showered and left the house early to go let my mom and dad's dogs out. And I realized that is totally obtainable, to get up at 5 and do something, you know, for a half hour and then
Right.
fucking get at it.
Yeah. Like read. Oh, I guess you could read at work.
Yeah, I do read at work. I was saying more along the lines of running or a workout in the morning.
Yeah. How many times are you gonna work out? Trying to work out.
Well, if I work out in the morning, I'll still probably like get up every hour or half hour and try to do something.
Yeah, work.
Because
Right, but what are you gonna work out when you get home too?
depending on what I did in the morning, you know. Like so, I'm wanting to run at least. I'm wanting to run more for sure.
Yeah. Right, I can. Just don't. It's cold out. Not really right now though.
I went running Thursday. Was it?
I really just don't like to run.
I don't mind it. I wish I had better places to run, but I
don't mind running the Cokiest mountain stairs though, to be honest with you. I like doing that. I'd rather do that. I would like to run out Uncle Todd's too. Actually. It's kind of wondering. I was going to start clearing some trails out there too, run. Just like. And like.
I'll help you out with that Tough Mudder.
Make them difficult, huh?
I'll help you out with the Tough Mudder.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about it. That obstacles are like a half a mile apart or so. Uncle Jeff said, and I don't know, just like half mile obstacle, half mile. I don't think it'll be bad.
I'm gonna ask my sergeant and see if, or ask my lieutenant also if I get split that drill to do the Tough Mudder.
The one that we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with it being a Tough Mudder, like, I don't know, he's a new lieutenant. He's not really a new lieutenant, but he's new to us. And I don't know.
Is he cool?
He ain't like he's a good lieutenant. I'll give him that. Like he's mission oriented, but I don't know how cool he is. I've only had to deal with him a couple drills, and I ain't really got a full scope of him yet.
Right.
But I can tell I might be full of shit, but I can tell like he expects a lot out of me already because he's seen the way I am, like the way I perform at drill, and
Right.
like, he already knows that apparently I'm one of the go-to sergeants there. So
That's what's up.
some of the times, you know, whenever the lieutenant comes in and asks you to do something, it's like, you're throwing me all off, man, because I had my own thing going on here, and you just threw this at me, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you even just threw at me.
Right.
I don't know how you want me to execute any of what you just said.
FKJ.
Yeah, French kiwi juice.
Is that what it stands for?
Yep.
Nice.
And that's the only way I remember it, too. Yeah.
French kiwi juice. That's interesting. I want to get a professional massage. Have you ever had one?
I've had probably about 15 minutes worth, not even 10 minutes worth, whenever I was going to Lincoln Land. There was some kind of like student appreciation thing going on, like in the lobby. Like there was a masseuse there, and she had a chair.
That's cool.
It's like, all right, yeah, fuck it. I'm a little hungover. It wasn't no like, here, lay down on the bed or anything. It was set your bag down over here and sit in the
Pants
chair.
on or off?
Right. Where's your towel? No towel? No towel.
Okay. No time.
I'm trying to remember when I found French kiwi juice. I remember like when I first found him was like years ago, and I had to go to Marion to do another PHA, and I listened to like his whole album on the way home.
Oh yeah. I just caught him on Spotify. Came across the thing. Saved one of their songs.
Oh yeah.
Songs, yeah. I don't know.
I remember whenever I don't remember who the fuck we went and seen, but was hanging out with CJ and Seth and fucking I can't remember who else was there, but was all hanging out in their hotel room over at the West
The
End.
West End?
Yeah, and it was before the show, and I remember I put on French kiwi juice, and everybody's like, "Who the fuck's this?" I was like, "It's FKJ." Like I found him on YouTube one day, and it's like, "This shit's what's up." And then we went to a show, and I don't remember.
What show we went to?
What show?
It was at the old Rock House, though.
Was it?
If it was at the Westin, it was.
Yeah, you're right. We walked.
Yeah, I don't know.
Michael Phelps? Or not Michael Phelps,
Jay
fucking
Phelps.
Jay Phelps?
Michael Phelps. He was swimming.
Watch him race a shark.
Yeah, maybe Jay Phelps. I don't know. He had been playing with somebody else. Then we tied balloons to the door. Is that when you guys tied balloons? Yeah.
Yeah, we came up from having a cigarette, and Bella was like, "We should get those balloons." Neil's like, "This is the time to get them." Snag them bitches.
This is the time to get 'em.
I just walked and grabbed the fucking stack, threw it in there, and Neil's like, "Oh," trying to like cover the door as the doors are shut, like nothing see here.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember what Seth wrote on the balloon that we tied to one of the doorknobs. Or no, we left that one in the elevator. I can't fucking remember. It was a long ass time ago. It was late. I was tired.
Oh yeah.
No, we left one of the creepy faces in the elevator. And the way it was sitting in there and the static electricity, like it was just like turning slowly. Like it's like you're getting this elevator, the balloon's gonna be facing this way. And it's just like hovering there, it's just gonna be turning around like
Hey. That's scary.
it's a little creepy. Yeah, fun times.
Yeah, those were fun times, dude, to be honest with you.
That
A lot of
shower
shit
was awesome.
has changed since then. It's crazy how dramatically I feel like things have changed just in the past couple of years, dude.
And they're still changing.
Yeah. Shit's so much different, dude. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like shit didn't change this much before. I feel like, I don't know, dude. Like when we were younger, it's like, I just feel like shit was just more consistent.
I think when we was younger, we just didn't realize.
Stop him from licking because you can probably hear it.
I think things probably changed quicker. We just didn't realize how quick it was changing. Like you think when we're younger, dude, like you're in a different grade each year. Fucking, I don't know. Like, meh. I feel like probably just roll with it a little bit easier when you're younger too. Or you just don't seem to pay attention or reflect on it as much, maybe.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe that's why you don't remember as much of your childhood, because you actually don't sit and reflect much about it, because you're just kind of either already in the moment, or
Right. Then.
or you're just completely going.
Yeah, I feel like there's just so much shit from my childhood that I do not remember. Like when people tell me about stuff and I have no fucking clue what they're talking, I'm like, fucking remember, dude.
Right?
But then again, I'll remember some of the most oddball shit, dude. Like, I literally remember stuff from when I had to have been like 3 years old. Like, literally, I remember trying to climb this tree. I lived in a white house by the railroad tracks, you know where my uncle's empty lot is?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a yellow house next to it, and then a white one-story house.
Yeah.
I used to live there. I remember living there. I remember what the inside of the house looks like. I remember you go in the front door, and it was a living room there. You walk through a doorway, and there's a kitchen. But when you first walk in the door, and there's a living room, there's also a doorway to your left, and that was my mom's room. And you could also go to the bathroom that way, through her bedroom, which was on the back wall. And there's also a back door. And then there was a tree in the backyard. And I remember trying to climb it. And I remember that I scraped my leg. I fell and I fucked my shit up. And I wanted to tell my grandma Dawn. So I went to the phone. I used the phone, but I didn't know how to fucking call numbers. I was like 3 years old, and I dialed 911. And so I called 911 and then went across the street because Mikey Matway lived there. Grandma lived there. And so then while I was over there, the cops showed up to my house because I had called 911 and I thought I was going to get in trouble and shit. I remember that clear as day. I also remember locking myself in my mom's car there and not letting my mom or my aunt inside of her car in the front yard of there. And then, yeah, I also remember that house, Andy Androsco used to work for Uncle Todd and Uncle Jeff at one point in time as well. But I remember he used to deliver papers, and I would go with him and deliver papers with him sometimes on his paper route, and then he would just bring it back. And I remember one time he dropped me off, my mom wasn't there, and I like freaked out and didn't know, you know, like, I don't know, just like weird shit. I just remember that shit, dude. It's fucking crazy. I remember shit when I lived in that house where my uncle's garage was there. There used to be a house there, and I lived in there. I remember a lot of shit from there, to be honest.
I don't remember that. I don't remember there being a house there.
Yeah, used to be a house. Chris Kozak lived right there next door.
Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that.
And I lived right behind him in the house.
You know what? I very vaguely remember that now.
Two-story house.
That's why I knew Chris Kozak lived there. Is because you was right behind there.
Yeah. And I can still tell you what the inside of the house looks like right now. Walking in, I went through it in my mind the other day, actually. Just remember lots of shit from that house. It's like weird, because I was only like 4 or so.
Like, when I was growing up, though, like, I only have like the one childhood home. I lived on Popular Street, but I was only like we moved out of there before I was even a year old. So I was barely crawling,
Right.
you know.
Right.
I ain't gonna remember shit from that, but
Right.
I grew up in. I remember going through the phases of like the remodel.
Yeah.
You know, like I remember the old ass fucking carpet and the wallpaper on the fucking walls and the other pocket doors that it had, and there was where the living room is, there was and part of the wall was the shelving that was built into the wall that we took out. There's a lot more windows, I think I remember. Just there was a bathroom upstairs.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember I had to stop Jelena from trying to go to the bathroom in there one day when she stayed the night. I was like, it don't work. Like, I was telling her, she's like, I'm like, that's not a bathroom. You gotta go downstairs. She's like, but I gotta pee. I'm like, it's not a bathroom.
Yeah,
Like,
it doesn't work.
it's nothing.
Is there a red light in there?
Where?
In that bathroom?
I don't remember there being a red light. I don't think there was like anything in there. I remember the pipe that ran from the stairwell, or because where my bedroom that was pretty much mine my entire life, fucking had that bathroom, but
Yeah, it was right there. Like,
that stairwell, the pipe came down. I remember they were tearing that down, but that pipe, the drainage pipe, was still there, and we would always jump from the stairwell down to the bottom. One time, I fucking bashed my thigh and my hip hard as a motherfucker. And that first time I ever experienced like a fucking dead leg like that.
Right.
It was just like, fuck. I think I just fucked my leg up. I remember, like, I had a plastic bike with, like, a fucking, it had, like, 2 fat-ass wheels that were plastic.
No traction.
Yeah, and I remember riding that. I remember my mom taking pictures of me riding that up and down the sidewalk, and I just seen those photos not too long ago either.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always remembered that. And then I remember Adam fucking that bike up with a bat. Bastard, fucked the seat up.
No shit.
Smashed it with a bat. It's like, you bastard.
What a dick. But it's like, I remember like shit from then, but it's like 2nd through Like,
I can barely remember high school.
I know, dude. It's weird.
What's significant enough to really remember?
Yeah, why do I remember shit from when I was like 3 and 4 and 5 years old, but I cannot remember shit from when I was like, I mean, I can, but it's just like, it's just not as vivid in my brain, dude. It's weird. Like, I can like virtually walk through like those 2 old houses.
What was he doing?
He's just
It might be a little wet there.
You got a licking problem?
He looks the little random things.
Duke does too. Duke just licks everything.
Yeah, memory's weird. Life's weird.
That's what one of
I'm
these
weird.
books is supposed
You're
to be
weird.
about. The mind mapping. It's supposed to help with that.
It's like all those memories have to be still in your brain.
They gotta be,
And you
dude.
just retract them. It's just weird to think that everything that you've ever seen or heard or said or have done is locked in your brain somewhere. You just think of like
If you could
all the
just
stuff that you've seen that you haven't realized you've even seen, but yet now how do you think all those fucking memories affect you consciously? Like all these memories that you have on like this unconscious level, do you think those affect you consciously? Like if like just not even remembering seeing something, but the certain thing might make you feel a certain way, or
I think it could. Most definitely.
this is weird.
Like, for whatever reason, like, maybe certain people just don't like the color red for something that there's something that they don't even really realize or remember.
Right.
Something
Like
was
it.
red that really fucked them up, or
Right.
like, or made them act and affected them in a certain way. Where it's just
Right.
like that's why now they don't like the color red, or they get in a certain way, whenever that color is just too present.
How cool would it be if you could just like access what everything in your brain, dude? Like just like on a computer, like files in a computer. Just fucking. You want a Kleenex?
I feel like
You can make noise.
it'd be insane. I feel like it'd be insane if you could just access like 50% of it.
Right. Right. You just like scroll through and like time and dates. Just
If you could just remember like the memories we already do know, like how well you can recorrelate them. If you could just do that with just half of everything you've ever been through,
Right.
like
That would be outstanding. But
significantly outstanding. If I could tell you what time it was, I was on the English section during my fucking junior year during a test, on
Right.
like what day, or like just remembering what station was on before I came into, from work, or came
Right.
in from
the car.
right.
Right.
Like being able to recall shit like that.
I wonder if they're gonna figure out a way to be able to access the brain. I'm sure they will. But I feel like it's definitely gonna be a hell of a road. Because they have to stimulate your brain in some sort of manner to recall that.
I wonder if this book's gonna tell me anything about that.
Yeah. I know, that'd be interesting though.
Like the things that you don't even like to be able to remember the guy's license plate that cut you off 5 weeks ago.
I mean, that doesn't really serve you a purpose though.
But still, like, you seen it.
Right.
You know? Like, if I can't remember my own fucking license plate number.
Like Minority Report or some shit. Be fucking arresting people on precognition.
Right. To be able to read something once and remember it, to where you could pretty much rewrite it yourself, verbatim.
That'd be cool.
You don't only have to read everything once.
Right? Sure, there's people like that. So it has to be.
There are people that like. There's a guy that's like a super face recognizer.
Super face recognizer.
Yeah, his son's the same way apparently. But like, yeah, he's like, even with all these like new high tech technologies that they got with like facial recognition, this guy's still better than that.
That's cool shit.
And there are actually people. I remember watching some shit like this on Netflix a while back. But there are people that can recall like certain things to a T. But like, it's not everything though. Like, it's only like certain things.
Right. Certain
Like
situations.
sporting events or something like that. Yeah, it's crazy. But it's like, if that exists, you know, it's got to be in all of us.
Right, the capability.
Yeah.
Right.
So we are retaining all this information. We just don't have access to it.
Right. Yeah, our brain just doesn't function in that manner. Yeah, but it has the possibility, the potential to. Yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody holds the exact same amount of potential. You know, like we're all capable to do anything that anybody else, you know, could do with given the right amount of work and effort. It might be more difficult for some people because other people are just more naturally gifted at certain things, but doesn't mean you wouldn't be able to acquire that.
I'm with you on that one 100%.
Just depends on how bad you want it.
Yeah. I want it all.
Just shove a couple needles in your brain and poke around there a bit.
It's just
No, we should try that fucking. I'm thinking about looking into that whole 9-volt Nirvana thing, and
the 9-volt Nirvana thing.
yeah, it's one of the. I don't know. It's one of the podcasts. You listen to it too. I can't think of what the hell it's called right now. Hold on. But yeah, you can like build this thing, and there's these certain spots in your brain that you can hook these pretty much like electrodes. And
That's right.
And send current to your brain and stimulate these parts of your brain. But there's like different parts of your brain that you can stimulate for different things.
I remember that now. That I do.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Well.
We are at a minute, an hour and 12 minutes. I just see the one
Right.
H. You automatically think.
1H.
Yeah, one.
I'm actually thinking minutes.
Yeah, well, I see the numbers before I see the letters for whatever reason. So my mind processes it,
There you go.
and so that's why I just see the one and I automatically think of a minute.
I don't know what I think of. When I think of one, just think of one.
One is the
Depending on
loneliest number.
What context I'm thinking of it in. 1 pound, 1 ounce, 1 second. Yep.
Ready to end it?
Yeah. Got tired.
1 degree.
1 degree.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and listening again. This is Two Guys Trying to Podcast.
And we will see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Peace out, Girl
If I
Scout.
get this to work.